We come on the air with brand new information about the human remains found at a home in Southcrest. It's our top story on the 4. Hi, everybody. I'm Anna Laurel.
And I'm Steve Price. We have uncovered that someone who previously lived is already behind bars, facing separate murder charges, and has now been named a person of interest in this case. CBS 8's Jenny Day joins us from the neighborhood on Newton Avenue and 35th Street, right by Emerson Elementary School. Jenny, so somebody who lived in that house before is already in prison for a different murder case?
Yes, Steve. So we can tell you right now the main question is just how many bodies are buried here. Right now we know of at least one. And crime scene tape is keeping us here, but the house in question is right here at the end of this cul-de-sac. Now there is an alley that butts right up to the 15 freeway. You can see tents and tarps and multiple law enforcement agencies. CBS 8 cameras captured a lot of activity earlier, specifically in the backyard, as well as the crawl space underneath the house. We have learned the house was sold in 2023, and as far as we know, the new owners had no idea about any of this and were offered a hotel room to stay in. As for the previous residents, though, one of them, who was just named a person of interest by the district attorney's office, 74-year-old Dwight Roan, is currently in jail. He was arrested this past February, 14 months after a separate homicide that happened in 2023. Court records state Roan shot a man and burned his body after the man allegedly stabbed his dog following a dog fight. Now, the man killed was identified as Bernardo Moreno. So again, now the question is, whose remains do these belong to, and how did he or she die? Right now, Roan is not connected to the body found at his old house, but detectives do want to talk to him, and they tell us this tip that led to these human remains did stem from that 2023 homicide. Roan has a long criminal record, at least 16 counts that date back to the 1970s. I was able to track down and talk with two of Dwight Roan's family members. I asked about his personality.
You think he even knew what a personality was, DeVille? DeVille?
Yeah. No, I was saying she probably can figure it out. You say you seen his rap sheet, right?
Okay. You seen his rap sheet?
Yeah.
That's his personality.
If I can tell you how his personality is, if you accuse of murder and burning somebody, you probably get an idea of what's his personality, and that's on the rap sheet plus that.
Yeah, and even with that record, they really seemed horrified by these allegations. So we also want to give you a look possibly at some live images from Chopper 8. It is above us as we speak. Investigators tell us that they will be here at this home for another few days at least to determine if the two cases are connected. Neighbors, you can imagine, are all on kind of edge, wanting more information. You will hear from them tonight at 5. So certainly anyone with information is encouraged to contact the San Diego Homicide Unit. We were expecting another press conference, but now police have pushed it until tomorrow because you can see that this scene has remained incredibly active. So keep it here for developments. Reporting live tonight from Southcrest, Jenny Day, CBS 8.
Jenny, I know you've been out there all day. Do you think that they are focused on the crawl space or in the yard?
So the only thing that we have confirmed right now from police is that these human remains were found in the yard. But again, our cameras did capture some activity in the crawl space below. We saw them using wheelbarrows, lots of buckets as well. So it all will eventually come out, and we will certainly keep you posted.
And a lot of agencies on the scene there, including feds.
Sure.
Any indication yet on how soon investigators expect to identify those remains?
We do not know. As you can imagine, they've been pretty tight-lipped, which I respect and understand in their ongoing investigation. But yes, as you said, California Highway Patrol originally in charge of the first case from 2023. We have local authorities here, as well as the FBI as well, too.
Right. Jenny Day, thank you so much for that report.